we are definitely focused this year on driving growth, and therefore we have crafted a budget which will be driven in large part by some capital expenditure. And you will see some additional expenditures, for example, to start the construction of the geriatric hospital. There's $30 million allocated specifically for that. Equally, there's just about almost $9 million allocated to complete the dormitories for the Barbados Youth Advanced Corps program, because we feel it's important that in order to deal with the issues of ensuring that young people have an opportunity as we transition throughout the educational reform, that we can provide those students who left school and may not have been mainstreamed into regular employment, that we ensure that they have the skills that are required to be able to help them become more responsible citizens. And therefore, that program was intended to ramp up to 2,000 over the course of 2 years. So therefore, the residential facilities is critically important for the government being able to make a dent in those large numbers of people who may have left school over the last few years without any certification or opportunities, as a mechanism to help bolster what's happening with the other tertiary and technical vocational facilities. So that is going to be a critical element that the Ministry of Youth will be completing in the next financial year. Then there are a range of obviously, roads is certainly topical on everybody's mind. There's a significant allocation of almost $30 million specifically for the CAF-funded roads, which will be rolled out. And it really is my hope that the ministry will be able to spend that money between April and September, and let us then come back and vote some more monies to be able to help accelerate the program there. And really and truly, we've also, by the same token, enhanced the provision for the National Assistance Board, for example. As you know, during COVID, we started the elderly care program, because obviously that's a very vulnerable part of the society, and certainly COVID was a significant factor in terms of why we started that program, and therefore there's increased allocation with respect to that program as well. And we anticipate that the measures that we're putting in place to do not just stuff on budget, but off budget, meaning facilitating through financing of SOEs independent of government's budget, that we will see a significant uptick in certainly execution of our capital budget, in order to help drive growth in 2023. Our digitization efforts will continue. We've seen the launch of the digital payments system, so the banks and the credit unions have launched the real-time automated clearinghouse, which will see payments happen instantaneously. And as that ramps up during the year, we expect to see obviously then greater efficiency between government and citizen, businesses and citizens, B2B transactions, so that takes a lot of the time to cash checks, the lines in the banks and stuff. We hope that citizens will be able to take that up, so that we can see people spending their time much more efficiently. One of the things that we are working very hard, and I really want the public to be on board, is to reduce those lines at the license authority and those other areas, and certainly the BRA, by being able to pay online and be satisfied, obviously, that when you pay online, that the back office systems are in place to be able to deliver what is there. So there are a number of critical reforms which we feel will help drive growth once people make the right decisions with respect to that. And those are soft things outside of the budget, but it means that departments, as they modernize and digitize, change their systems in the back end, will be able to help deliver and improve on those services to the public, save time. Time is money, and therefore we expect then to see an uptick in growth as it relates to that. But the numbers are the numbers. We are confident that, having grown by 10% last year, our forecast for growth this year just about 5% or so. And we've established some very clear budget priorities, and those are provisioned for within there. So protecting the vulnerable, still there. We have collapsed a number of the COVID programs that know that the emergency order has been halted. So we've collapsed a number of those programs because they're no longer necessary within the context of response for COVID-19. So when you look in this year's budget relative to last year, you will see obviously that those programs have been scaled back in relation to that. And therefore, we have to treat this now as truly a post-COVID budget. Looking forward, obviously, then to see how we improve the lives of our citizens.